Hello and welcome back to building a space elevator again. Episode 23? Yes, that's right, episode 23, where we are pretty far off from the base right this moment, which is not too bad at all. Problem is the load file is not cooperating very well. So having a little issues loading it for the first time. Lost sound and everything like that, but everything seems to be working fine now. And here's some of the stats if you want to look at that, where I'm not even sure what is what and if it's causing any issues, but I'll leave that up for you guys if you need it. But today's episode main focus was to ramp up production of the steel plates because we need tons and tons of it. Looking into our cargo containers, I stacked up 140k worth of steel plates and close to 50k of the other stuff as well, which should get us pretty far off. I think right this moment we're about 26k from base, roughly. And I'm actually surprised that we haven't hit that kind of limit in terms of building the rail system. Because when I built upwards, the build limit was about 20k from what I checked in previous videos. So who knows what this new limit will be, building it more horizontal than vertical. And one quick update for the welding rig here. I added these conveyor tubes right over here, and it stretches all the way back here, and it kind of gives it a weird kind of look. Sometimes it looks like the back piece is moving backwards or whatever the case is. It's just a bit of an illusion in this case. But that is to prevent the pipes from being built right over here. So we have a nice smooth rail, so we don't have to do that maintenance again, going backwards, disassembling them, or grinding it off and everything like that. This is unbuilt here because the welders couldn't touch it and I didn't feel like welding it up. But that is perfect for preventing it from doing what I wanted to do. And so far so good with the welding. It's of course slow process, but we've got about 26k worth of it. And space cobalt, we about 56k instead of 62 or 63 at one point. So we're getting there. And as you see here, the gravity level 0.99 G's. So we're getting there for sure. And it's definitely a bit of a tilt here, as you see here too. I'm not sure if I'm going to see that if I'm in the helm, but let's see there. Oh, we are okay. So as you can see, the crosshair is about right in front of us, and that line where it's more centered is below. So we're heading a rather decent diagonal, actually. And we should be able to reach up to that merge point, the merge blocks with the projector, which I've got to re-project it anyways. But we should be able to reach that point relatively soon. Hopefully. Alright, unfortunately, I don't have any ships here and everything like that. Just like jetpacked here. So we're just going to have to fly back and see what we've done so far with the rest of this stuff here. Alright, so we're going to work a little bit backwards in a way. So basically, welding rig to the ice lake. Ice lake, we had to do slight adjustments. And that was to extend at least one piston to gather a bunch of ice. Because I quickly realized we actually ran out of ice. So with one piston going forward, we should still have a decent amount of ice now. And it looks like we do. To fill up the hydrogen tanks. Although the hydrogen tanks didn't seem to take a big hit with the hydrogen engines running in the base to power things up. But we'll leave that on. We could probably turn off the drills now to save a little bit of power. We'll turn it off, and if we need more ice, we'll extend another piston and so forth. But we accidentally filled up our cargo at one point, and still is, with a lot of stone. And that was from trying to gather as much of the iron as possible. I don't know why all the connectors that's on the rail system started collecting everything and moving everything, but I'm trying to move the stone forward in front of the iron, so then that way the refinery will focus on the stone, not the iron first, because we need to get rid of the stone, as you see here. There's so much stone everywhere in the system that most of my cargo containers are pretty full with stone and iron. So I had to build a lot more cargo containers as well. As you see here, there's a few more here, but it's kind of filled with stone as well. So it doesn't really help. So I built like 4 new cargo containers back at base, but didn't touch much on the ice lake. Main thing I did was just move the piston forward so we can gather a bit of ice for our hydrogen tanks. So let's move on forward to the iron site 2. All right, so iron site 2 is focusing mainly on the iron collection and also stone collection. So the mining is done right here. Of course, we'll continue doing the circular mining. And I think we extended it as far out as we could and gone in a circle. And it looks like we're pretty much done with that circle. And there's a little bit of iron on top. A little bit of iron right here. So we're pretty much done with the iron collection here, I think. Yeah, it kind of looks like it. So we could stop this digging and potentially look for another spot if necessary to start digging for more iron. Is it still going to detect the iron with that little left? Yeah, it looks like it is. I wonder if there's another spot where okay, so it just shows here. I wonder, yeah, I really wonder if there's another like spot where we could find it. It looks like right here says 35 meters, 33 meters right here. I'm kind of curious to see if there is actually another spot of iron here. I would think so if it's telling me there is. That would be great, so I don't have to move too far to get more iron. Okay, so there is iron here. All right, that's probably another big spot of iron right down here. So, okay, that's a little bit further than I would like to proceed down that way. To get more iron, but at least there is more iron right nearby, so that's good to know. And if we went this way, yeah, this one is gonna show us the iron that we already mined up. Oh no, wait, that's still a lot of iron down here. So what was I looking at before? Oh, okay, so that's the bit of iron left, but there's still a ton of iron on this side, so we gotta figure something out for this to get the iron. But we don't have to worry too much about the iron just yet because we gotten way too much stone anyways, and we've been mining a lot of iron anyways with our drone manually, just for fun. So not worried about that just yet. So, but we do need to talk about this system right here. So back at base, I mentioned we did 4 cargo containers. I actually did 4 cargo containers at the irons site number 2. And as you see here, this one is full of stone. This one's full of stone. Full of stone. And this one's full of stone, I think. Nope. Iron and silicon somehow. Okay. Then we created this cargo container, which is going to draw from this sorter to collect the iron ingots. Not the iron ores, but the ingots itself, to go to the 5 new assemblers here. And all 5 of these are producing steel plates only, because steel plates is our bottleneck in terms of the welding rig for the rail system. So all speed mods, 5 assemblers, and we put this sorter right here, the pipe sorter, to whitelist the steel plates to bring it back into this car container to bring it into the welding rig there. So that's all whitelisting stuff here. So that's pretty much the sorters system right there. This one has 90k worth of steel plates, which is great. So we can just easily dump that into the welding rig whenever we have the time to do so. In terms of production, you'll see some of these assemblers called assembler only steel plates, and all of them will be down here. So they're, again, only producing steel plates, as you see there. And our refinery is hard at work, but unfortunately some things are still in the wrong place. So it's been doing more of the iron than the stone. I really need to get rid of the iron. Well, more stone than iron to make some more room. But yeah, I know inventory manager could pretty much help with that. But I kind of don't want to mess with it just yet. So we'll just leave it for now, since we'd like to do things a little bit manual once in a while just to kill some time. I added a little bit more power, so I added this little turbine system, the generic 5 turbines on a stick kind of situation. Just to give some extra power. We could definitely build the whole farm of these if we need to. Somewhere far away so we don't have to look at it, because it doesn't really look that great, to be honest. So we can think of doing that, or we could make a whole big slew of solar panels laying on the ground waiting for the sun to soak up. We don't have to make it on a turret controller or anything like that. Just lay it flat, let the sun just beam on it. Good to go. Just give as much surface space as we can with the sun. So it could be like right on this flat area right here. Whole big solar panel, and that should soak up a lot of sun. And funny thing is that every time I land on the ground or a base, kind of makes that weird sound. You probably heard it just before. And it's like finish welding something sound. I don't know why it don't work now, but once in a while you hear it. So let's head back to base and see what we've done over there. I didn't do too much with, well, actually we didn't do anything with the gondola here or monorail. We left it connected, and hopefully it's not burning any hydrogen or anything like that, but hopefully it's not. And all the hydrogen engines should be off over there. And we should have these on, yep, to give some power. And that is powering whatever is left of these batteries. So I put in a whole bunch of batteries so we can get these charged up. Oh, there goes the sound. So we get these charged up, and well, hopefully get charged up. It looks like it's not charging, it's depleting. So that means we're not getting enough energy here. Well, I saw it fully recharge in a second there. If we do recharge, it takes 19 minutes. Okay, so that's not great. So we're definitely in a loss in terms of getting power. So we may need more hydrogen engines, if anything. But should be okay. No other changes from there. Just the power system or battery powers. I really need to put the windows in here. I haven't done that. It's been a long time since I touched the tower. And the tower is pretty useless anyways. I was planning to use it as a main system or main hub for our camera person to get into the helm and remote into a camera and everything like that. But I haven't really touched it much at all recently. So, oh well. But these solar panels are having issues because it seems like the custom turret controller keeps resetting the azimuth, which is weird. Because it's supposed to be... Oh, that's not right. So this one should be the advanced rotor number 3. This one should be 1 or nothing. And this is number 2. I might have reset it just now. Accidentally. Nope, it's here. So it seems like it keeps resetting it. So one point in time, I changed that back and worked fine. And this one, for some reason, didn't have any of them on either. So I'm not sure what's going on with it. And now, as you see here, it's kind of like freaking out a little bit. So I think we could do shear inertia on this, right? No. That definitely ain't gonna work. Was a shear inertia on the hinge? Yes, I think that's gonna do it. Because if I touch this thing, I'm pretty sure it's gonna smack me a bit. Oh, we don't want to do that. There we go. Shear inertia collecting sun. Yeah, so for whatever reasons, I constantly have to come back here and edit the azimuth because it just resets to nothing. I'm not sure what's doing it. I mean, probably something I'm doing wrong, but not too sure at the moment what's doing that. One last thing is the mining down here. So we did a bit of mining down here, and I kind of left this down here. I should really turn the power off so we don't lose this rig. So we've been trying to dig through down here to get all the iron straight down here, and that's why you see this kind of rectangular shape here. And it was pretty successful. Again, it did take a lot of stone. That's where we're pretty filled up. We have 2 sites full of gathering stone. and iron. So this just got way too much, I guess, at one point in time. So I decided to kind of kill some time, put a piping system here with the collector, and it's kind of like a collection plate in a sense, where we can move this left and right with the rotor, the advanced rotor, and then have either my hand tool or the little drone ship that ejects a whole bunch of ores right out. And that's what I've been doing here, just collecting the iron as much as possible, because there's not too much left, I thought, but honestly there is a lot still. And we're just rolling it down into this little collection plate of collectors, so we can just get all that sucked in from there. And this is a fun little thing to do for time lapses, to be honest. And of course I put some stairs here within the wall so it doesn't leak down here, because we were leaking a little bit, and I had to collect all the iron and everything that fell on the bottom, unfortunately. But once again, this is pretty much fun to do and see on the time lapse, as you see all the iron and stone roll down into the collection. So I might continue to do this when I get a little bit bored and waiting for things to happen, like the welding rig to continue going until it hits the next projector and everything like that. But as you see here, it just kind of rolls down perfectly fine as long as we build in a diagonal, and it hits the stairs and pops into the collector. So it's a bit fun in a way. We gotta find a way to get that multi-tool out of this little pit as well. And here's a fun little glitch that's happening with this drone system. So when I throw in a connector and lock it, it's up here in the sky for whatever reasons. I just want to fix the batteries actually. So these batteries. Oh, I hope I didn't break some. I broke one battery. Okay, that's great. Did not mean to do that. I may have broken more than a battery. Alright, so hopefully that fixes all that. What a pain that was. Just to align the batteries a little bit better. So, as I was saying before, for some reason when I connect this connector, it does that. A little bit weird, but sure. I'm okay with it as long as it doesn't break the system like what I just did before by dropping it. Oh, I didn't even realize this. That is really awkward. Alright, so that should be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, you know what to do. That's like, subscribe, drop a comment down below. And of course, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.